No, I know. All right, we're gonna keep it going. We have another beautiful mama coming up, and I know her very well. I see her every day. We get to exchange a nice smile and we chit chat. So we're gonna introduce Kathy.
Hello! I'm so glad Matthew paved the way for me between these awesome comedians because I have some serious things to talk about. So, I want to invite all of you to think about a moment in your life that you really wanted something and you wanted to make it happen, but it did not, and you gave up. I really want you to bring it to your memory and stay with it, because I'm going to talk to you about the power of the clarity of what is it that we want and knowing why we want it. How it can make us be persistent and unstoppable. So I want to tell you a story, and I want to share with you how that can happen. Is everybody ready for it? Yeah. So I want to take you to a journey to a country called Iran, country that you hear every day in the news about it. And as some of you know, I'm originally from Iran. And in that country, when I was growing up, they had a law, they still have it, that as a woman you have to cover your hair. And I never, ever liked it. As a matter of fact, I hated it. But, you know, I was living my life. So every time that I would go to another country, I remember very distinctly that on the way back, when we would cross the aerial border to enter Iran, the airline would announce, "We are entering the borders of Islamic Republic of Iran. Now we would like to ask all the females to cover their hair." And I would be like, "Oh." And it would be followed by the glorious act of encountering the passport control people who would look at me like, "Why did you travel? Why would your parents let you travel by yourself? What kind of parents do you even have?" So, I lived in that kind of society, and it was in the back of my mind that maybe I should make a change. Maybe I should go and live somewhere else than this planet Earth, right? After all, we have like 200 something countries. But I was on the autopilot of life. I would work, I would live, I would have fun, and I would go on with all these dragging stories. Until one day, in 1998, I was a PhD candidate in industrial and systems engineering back in that country, and I was maybe one of the few people in the nation as a female in that status. I had written a book on quality management, and I was very proud of myself, and I was doing this consulting work for one of the biggest automotive parts manufacturers in that region. So we had done something that we had brought down the number of the defective parts that we were providing to the suppliers, and I was going to make a presentation to the Minister of Import-Export, to the president of that company, and to the French buyers of our parts. So I'm in a room full of male energy, and some of them are working for me, some of them are working with me, and I'm feeling pretty good. And as I'm about to start my presentation, the president of that company looks at me, or maybe I should say, he looks at the wall behind me, because he was not supposed to look at me in the eye, and says, "We can start the presentation as soon as Miss Hadizadeh would put that strand of hair back in her hijab so we can get it going." And talk about being bulldozed by a truck. I was humiliated to hell. And guess what? I did not renew my contract with them, even though I had a personal driver. We had this awesome chef who would make yummy Persian food. I had good money coming and endless time off, which was amazing. I sat down and wrote about my vision. And I was very, very, very clear on why I should leave the country that had given me so much, and I had so much love in it for everybody, for everything, and the PhD program that I had so much work for it to be at that. I was very clear. Now get it. It's 1998. I am in a country that doesn't have relationship with United States politically, even to this date. Doesn't have a US embassy. There are no exams being administered. The GRE, GMAT, all of those things are off limit. I don't have a credit card to pay for anything. We don't have credit cards over there, or we didn't have, I should say. And we didn't have internet the way we have right now. Guess what? I had a couple hours of access to internet because of my research, which was not a browser-based internet. It was those dark, dial-up kind of internet that would die every 2 minutes. But I was very clear on what I wanted and why I wanted it. Very clear. Guess what? It took me 4 months of traveling to different countries. 7 rejections, painful rejections, by different US embassies. It wasn't very much fun, I can tell you that. It took me all of this to get a single entry, a student visa, and leave a country with all the love and all the people I love to come to this country. So what I want to tell you, and I want to leave you with this, if there is something on the back of your minds tonight that you have been thinking about it has been floating in your heart, think about it tonight. Go write about it. Write about why do you want it in your life, not from your mind, from your heart. Because it is when you align your mind with your heart, you become unstoppable. And the universe gives you the magical possibilities that you could never, ever imagine. Thank you, and thank you for all the lovely Walgrove people for making this happen.